And then if anything, create a house channel based off the podcast. You know. But yeah, it's just very interesting with every platform that's coming out.
I love it. No, Clubhouse has been like, oh man, that's been like fucking candy for us, man. To be honest with you,
dude. I see the 10K, bro. I see the 10K cards. I use your competitor. I'm sorry. When I heard the 10K, I was like, oh shit.
Man, I don't know.
Have you heard of link cards? I'm not promoting them or anything. I took it. I don't even have it in my bio, but it's the same. What they don't have though is what you highlighted, the vaccination cards on it, and that's what right. I was like, holy shit! I was like, damn, yo, how much do you guys cost a month? Can I get it for $5 a month?
The good thing is you have two options. You have the basic version, which is a one-time payment of $100, and then you have the premium version, which is a one-time payment of $300. The good news is, if you're a businessman, you can write off both of them as a goddamn expense. That's number one.
Of course.
Number two, with the premium version, every time you share that card with someone and they decide to make a purchase, you get 20% of that transaction.
Now, is it a tangible card with a QR code?
No, it's we give you the virtual card, but I promise to surprise. I'm going to surprise all of my premium card holders in the next 2 months with either a very thick plastic card mailed to them, or a metal one.
Okay. I'm going to follow you on Instagram so you can get my email, right?
You got it. My team is already working on the card for you, Evan. In less than an hour, I'm going to inbox you a card. What are you talking about?
I love it. I just DM'd you.
You got it. The other team just want to have a conversation. We're looking to close deals and close the gap. Because we completely believe that clients have a right to, when you meet someone, you want them to know who you are and what you do. And this thing with not giving everyone the best of you is out of the picture. You only have one chance to make a first impression. Why not do it with 10K? That's it. And anytime someone mentions they're using another platform, it just gets me excited, because it just showed me how hard we need to work now to win them over. Because in my opinion, everyone will be won over at some point, buddy.
I would like to just add that I don't think that you have any competition, because I bet Evan don't know how you came up with the name 10K and how many links he can add to this one card. And I bet he doesn't know how efficient your team is yet and responsive. And I don't think it's no comparison. And I don't even know anything about the card that he has. I love you, Evan, but
I didn't mean it like that. But you gotta.
No. I love you. I love you, Evan. I love you, Evan. But I'm just telling you, I need for you to really grasp what all this card
for a reason.
I know.
Not the card. CEO
yeah, you here for the community, and let your sister tell you that card you got is nothing like this. I promise.
Rule number one in sales, Kenya. Rule number one in sales: never knock a client for what they're using.
I'm not knocking them. I'm not knocking them. I'm just telling him. I'm not knocking you, Evan. I'm not. I'm just telling you that this card is a standalone card. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Evan, they're aggressive. They're aggressive over here, Evan.
I love it. I love it. Say less.
I myself,
passion is beautiful. Passion is beautiful. We all got that here, though.
There you go. No, one of the things that I love with what we do here, Evan, in my opinion, if you notice on my Instagram, I'm kind of shifting more of, I'm promoting the sale of the card to more promoting inspiring entrepreneurs and motivating entrepreneurs. And the reason for it is the seller product is easy. Anyone can do that. But to inspire an entrepreneur to do great things, that's when they'll buy the product. So I've kind of shifted away from just, selling the feature and benefits of the card. But what I'm now focused on is, okay, so how can 10K card help you in your business? How can 10K card help you sell your story better? How can 10K card position you as the authority within your space? So that's where I've basically enjoyed shifting my energy to. And it's working out phenomenally well, buddy. Phenomenally well. And one of the ways that we overcome the price objection is, if you're a business owner, you obviously know you can write it off as an expense. So when it's $5 or $500, you can write off as an expense. But the benefits that come with the product, that's where the secret lies. And when it comes to innovation, Evan, that's where we're always focused on. How can we maintain the number one position in the marketplace? Supplying solutions customers never even knew they had a problem.
Hey, fuck up, bro.
All right, Lil, thanks for the energy. Thanks for the energy. Come on, little whatever you are. Let me see, Little Rel. Let me see. You're from the community. Little Rel, I'm just hoping someone educates you on the culture and why we are stuck in the ignorant state we are. You seem like a young individual. Hopefully, you're not going to come back to age. You can learn to stay in the gulag and have people speak to you the way you need to be spoken to. So the next time you get a chance to come on stage, little, whatever your name is, Little Rel, you're going to come on with a little respect, all right? You're from the culture. Go read a book, go something positive, and stop sinking yourself so deep into ignorance, right? Now, for your introduction, not to come back on stage, that's nice you play, you little.
Bro needs a little more respect.
And a place to stay in the gulag for the fuck. Now, at the end of the day, the way to solve the ignorance within our culture is to deal with it for the way it is. This cutting slack and bring you on to interrupt the flow. It's not gonna happen. All right, I'm about to back channel you right now, Evan. How the heck they finished? They probably did your card before Evan. I sent in CF zone first. They probably did CF's card. They probably had yours. Did we meet on stage before, Evan? Evan, you believe we met on stage before?
Hey, I honestly couldn't tell you, man. I'm on here weekly to bi-weekly,
Okay. Because one of the things that I
do sometimes distance for like a month.
Right. Normally when I meet someone on stage and I realize that they have something to share, I would normally have the card made for them. Okay, check your inbox and you'll see your card popped up right there. And see if I'm pretty sure yours is less than half an hour away, Queen. They probably had Evan's own done before, so we'll find out. All right, check your back channel and check your DM there, Evan. You're gonna love it.
Do.
Yeah, I'm the guy. I don't argue anymore to close customers, man. All we do is just focus on how the product can help you present yourself even more. And then once we get that done, boom, we're in front. So CF with a big smile. CF, what inspires your smile? Let me get into your business now.
What inspires my smile?
That's right. It's a big, beautiful smile, by the way.
Well, thank you. I get it from my mother.
Here we go.
That's what I hear. Believe me, I don't want to have the comparison, but I can't deny it. What inspires me? What inspires me is something that I was passionate about as a kid, and to have the opportunity to have the technology unfold as it is today, to where we don't have to rely on corporate to take us to where we always wanted to be. I know for myself, I always wanted to be on television. When I got into the entrepreneurial world back in 2004, I created my own publishing company to create my own book. And there I was as a author and publisher. I had to be everywhere. I had to get on the radio. I had to get on TV. I had to do magazines and all that kind of stuff. And as an entrepreneur, small business owner, it really cost me. And you fast forward now to the streaming world here in Atlanta, just to have a 30-minute segment. It costs you, and just for this marketing, it costs you $500 for a 30-minute segment, not including production. But now here with this whole streaming game, I learned about it in 2013. How to find TV more than just a national statement. It's really it's an affirmation to yourself when you say it. I define TV. Every one of us define television now. We no longer have to wait for somebody to put us on. Each and every one of us will be our own Oprah Winfrey network and have our own channels on the platform that's streaming across the day, 7 days a week. So it kind of blew my mind when I learned about this, and I said, how can I be of value to have a larger audience and to open their eyes that streaming platforms like Roku, more than just a Netflix, Disney Plus, and entertainment. It's a way to look at it differently to where how you position yourself and level yourself up to a whole other level. And my objective to put out my face is to help more collectives do it as a collective. More people like us to really sit here and say, okay, it doesn't have to be a one-off on how to find TV. How can I find TV spawn out many more channels and be the actual backbone for those collectives and those communities? It's not just about TV. It's about being on magazines. It's about being on Google Ads. It's not a this or that. It's this and that. To do it all totality to grow up a massive audience. Utilize this new platform.
I love the this and that. Where did that mentality come from, Queen?
It's all about when I started the whole game with the publishing. When I thought I knew how to create websites. My mom, she's a music artist. She's an independent folk blues music artist. So she was the first I helped get online with a lot of stuff. And then when I did my work and I went to events, and I mainly went to events back in 2004, 2005, to see Les Brown and Stedman Graham. Those are the only two names that I knew in this 3-day event. When I sat in the back of that conference room, it was huge space. The man mentioned autoresponders, affiliate marketing, opt-ins, and that's what blew my mind. And it's learning how to do that and helping other authors. It's all about hospitality, about just learning all that stuff online. So it's not a this or that in my combination about what the quote unquote phrase is omnipresent. And it's how I look at things in terms of how to be different from others. Because I'm not the only one doing it, but I want to do it differently. How can I spin it in a way that brings a lot more value to those who decide to connect with me and partner with me and allow me to help them along the way.
I love the omnipresence. When did you first hear of the omnipresence and then fell in love with it?
I couldn't tell you when. It may have been a couple of years ago. It hasn't been around for me a long. It's not been around for a while, but I think a couple of years, maybe three or plus years ago, I heard of it. But it was already. It was just putting a phrase to something that already I had an understanding of doing already. You know,
right.
Email marketing, your social media, it's all that inclusive. And then when I heard the omni marketing, I said, oh, like omnipresence, omni marketing. Ah, cute. You know, so
that's it.
That was it. It's the words which you already knew. It's like, Tic Tacs, or you want some Skittles. It's always a word for something that you need. Bad breath, Skittles.
That's it. I remember when I decided that we were going to become omnipresent. That's when we launched the affiliate program. Because I said, okay, if we want to be omnipresent, we have to be able to eat with our friends. Because if you want to get anywhere in life, you need friends. End of story. You need friends. Friends will get you in places money can't. And friends will say yes when there's no amount of money can get it to say yes. So I said, you know what? We're going to give 20% to our clients. Let's make friends and let's go take over the goddamn marketplace. Okay, so omnipresence was our guide where we decided to do so. And here's another thing I want everyone to buy into. Tell me what you think about this. There are 8 billion people on the planet. So what if a few say no to you? So what? Okay? That's my argument right there. So anytime you're doing anything and someone say no to you, say next. Why? There's 8 billion people I need to go contact. So for as long as I keep saying yes, I'm just going to keep pedaling. I'm just going to keep pushing. Shit, 8 billion people don't know each other. One don't know the other one said no. Next. Yeah, so that's the mindset. Professor Derek is on stage. Derek, introduce yourself to the audience. Let's see what's happening here. Wow. Derek, stop the dramatic entrance. Oh, okay, there you go.
I gotta get you waiting. Anticipation is killing you, man.
I know, right? So what's up, man? What are you up to? How is Clubhouse treating you, brother?
Man, it's treating me good, brother. I guess coming on here, meeting you, the trajectory, that's where the growth came from, and then you've been able to connect me to other people. And it's like the more connections that I make, the better I am as an entrepreneur. So I want to personally thank you, and then for having the psychology of your method. It's a method to your madness. You are a scientist. You're methodical, and you don't do anything or participate in anything that is not moving the culture forward. So I number one, hats off to you. Again, so what you're doing is you're creating a community of like-minded individuals that can help each other. And so that's what I appreciate about this platform. So, like, I know that they have all of these other rooms and stuff, like the Max rooms and all that stuff. So I try and stay away from all of those because it really doesn't give me value to hear people try and have the best opinion. So I just try and stick towards rooms like these and just see how I can add value to other individuals and learn from that. So Clubhouse has been really good, making great connections, and it's been exceptional because I'm intentional with the things that I do. So I just appreciate the platform, man. I'm Derek, and I'm done speaking.
One of the secret formulas that I want to share that both myself and I know for a fact Travis is using is one of the reasons we end up with this much followers is we find ourselves on big stages and we make meaningful contributions when we're on those stages. So whenever you guys see a big stage, don't be afraid to get onto the stage and either A, ask a valid question, or B, make a valid contribution. Because when people listen to what you have to say, what value you have to bring, they're going to start following you. And then after a while, when your numbers get up there, you're going to automatically be pulled on stage when you get to different rooms. Because when they pull you up on stage, the overall numbers of the room will start climbing. Because your followers will be alerted that you showed up. You guys saw what happened when Travis came to the room. A bunch of Travis supporters came to the room with him. So while you're on Clubhouse, anyone that says anything about the numbers do matter. Numbers do matter. Make no mistake about it. And you want to grow your numbers simultaneously and your influence. So while you're growing your numbers and your influence, that's how Clubhouse is going to become a lot of fun. Okay, take it from me, guys. So when you guys see me in the vaccine room and all these other bullshit, I'm politicking. Because I'm going to find someone else in the room that I can be in the DM and we can be having a conversation. So while everyone is fighting the politics in Afghanistan and all this bullshit, you're texting and making connection with someone. Hey, what's up? Yeah, before you know it, you strike a deal. Okay, so that's it. Casey, share some of your experience with the topic there that's been discussed.
Yes, I agree with you. Clubhouse is new to me, but I can definitely share my experiences with being, Instagram and now Clubhouse. One day I did a room kind of like catered to my community, and so I guess I was speaking and I kind of like inspired everybody to just be great and, live out your truth. And you know what? Les Brown had a room. I don't know if you all see, he comes on here a couple of days a week and kind of like, mentor people that's kind of like trying to speak. And my friend, well, she's my new Clubhouse friend. She's pretty awesome. She was like, get in this room right now. And I was like, what? I mean, it was like thousands of people in that room. And I would never in a million years would think that Les Brown would pull me up on the stage, okay? Listen, I am here to like second everything you just said, 10K. I just started speaking in rooms. I didn't care what people thought about me. I just wanted to see how I can add value and help people. And just because I help someone, they actually pull me up on the stage to speak. So you just never know like who's in the room, and don't get fooled by the picture. Sometimes you don't know who is behind the picture. You don't know who you're walking up in. Who you're getting ready to meet. I mean, this person could be the very person that's getting ready to invest into your business. So I agree with you.
Yep, that's it. And one thing I want to share with you guys is as you rightly said there, Casey, you never judge somebody's profile picture or even their bio. We had Steve Wozniak's best friend in our room one day, right? And he was in there for hours. And then when he come on sitting, he started speaking. And then when we check his Instagram, he literally had pictures and videos with him and Steve. But that's how small the world is. So if you just want to look at someone's numbers and be like, write them off for follow him. Nah, you want to be careful with that sometimes. Get to know people. because you never know where that one connection can take you. What's your take on that, Ursula?
I had an experience earlier today. I got on, somebody pulled me into a room, and I ended up in a big room on stage. And it was only 3 people up there on stage. And so the person said, hello to our special guest. And I didn't respond because I knew she wasn't talking to me. And they kept doing that. And then finally I figured out they were thinking I was their special guest. So I got on, I said, and I introduced myself. I said, I'm not the person. I have no idea how I got here. And if the proper protocol is to put me back down where I belong, that is okay, because I don't have a thin skin. They started cracking up. And for the first 5 minutes or so, they were talking about the fact that I had lifted the spirit of the room. And I don't know who they were. They didn't know who I was, but we had a little bit of fun right then and there.
There we go. And how did that feel? How did that feel when they embraced you and they kept you in that zone?
It was nice. It really was. It was. I made a difference, not what they expected, but it lightened the mood of the room.
There we go. But never again do you say you don't know who the hell they're talking about, young lady. You know you're the chosen one that was supposed to be there, okay? You're lucky I was in the room.
Okay.
You're lucky I was not in that goddamn room. Shit. Because at the end of the day, you know, if it's one thing, when it comes to winging it, oh man, forget about it. You drop me in any crowd, you will see me wing that shit like I planned that speech for like a month. And then walk out and just shake my shoulder off, be like, okay, where's the next room? Yeah.
Yes.
You know, this morning, yeah, that's it. This morning was crazy. I've been hopping from room to room, and they're pinging me all over the damn place. Because when the COVID vaccine, the Pfizer approved and all kind of crap, then they said the digital, something about digital, the wallet or the passport. So I said, wait a minute, this is the perfect time to launch the digital wallet. Because now we can put a tab on your phone with the vaccine. Now what we're going to do, we're going to make sure we password protect that button. So when you share your card with anyone, they need to have the password to be able to access the results from your COVID shot. And then that can be changed from time to time. So that feature I'm very, very excited about, guys. You know, the goal is always to listen to the marketplace, find out what's trending, and see how you can position yourself or your product within the trend.
I love it. So I love it.
Yep. And it's so funny. I bought 10K. Let me see. I think I bought 10K vaccine. Let me see. We were in a room one time, and we just buying domains like crazy when the vaccine came out.
Don't get started with the domains again.
I know, right? I know. Let me see. Okay, so first I need to get Greg, GREGG10K.com, because when I'm making a reference here, I don't want to say Greg's card or Greg card. And one of the strategies that I use, Greg, when I started buying the custom domain for clients. Oh, Greg, let me ask you a question. If I'm forwarding the raw domain to the client, which is the the non-secured to the SSL, do you know exactly what the procedure is needed to facilitate the smooth transition from the non-secure to the secure?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, what is needed? Tell me. Let's talk about it.
Well, you're talking about when you set up a website?
I just want to do the forwarding. Like when I buy a name, I just want to forward the domain name to the client's card. The client's card is already SSL. It's already secured. But when you buy just the raw domain, it's not secured. How do we bridge that gap? Is it something you're accustomed to already?
Yeah, but you bridge it inside the hosting. So whoever's hosting your cards, you would bridge it inside there. So it'll give you the option to go HTTP or HTTPS.
Yeah.
You would go HTTPS. It depends on who's hosting your.
No, GoDaddy. So I'm buying it straight from GoDaddy, and then I'm linking it to the 10,000cards.com/card/Greg G. So I'm linking it. I'm going to the
in there. It does it.
Huh?
In GoDaddy, it does it. Like you could select HTTP or HTTPS.
No,
Hey,
we're doing that already. Tell me.
Yeah, hey, I had that same problem with my hosted accounts. I actually had to call GoDaddy because I have the SSL, the security certificate and everything, but all of my websites was, when people were going it was saying that it wasn't protected.
Secured, right.
And so they actually had to go in on their side, and because they had a bug and had to rerun it, and it cleared up all of my websites. So it was something that was on GoDaddy's side, but I had to call and initiate it.
Did you have to pay extra for that?
I do pay extra. I pay extra for the SSL certificate to secure my site. I think it's like $100 or something like on my hosted on my server. I think it's about $100 or something like that. I pay extra a year for it.
All right, I want to hold on. I want to make a rule in this room. Nobody's allowed to do that without checking in. Because GoDaddy, first of all, GoDaddy, they're not the best bang for your buck. Like they have so much upsell. Right. It almost irritates me that they do that to people. Because what you're talking about, Bridget, is just a regular wild card thing that anyone could have done for nothing. Like it's just part of the setup. But GoDaddy is like notorious for upselling every single little step that would just be normal in a day-to-day website creation.
Greg, I'm glad you said that because I had, how you run the inside of WordPress and you have some of the widgets or something that actually does that, but it kept coming back saying that it wasn't secure. So in order for me to get rid of it, they did the upsell, said they had to do it on their side, and
yeah, no, I know they do that to everyone, but the actual action of doing it is like I don't even charge. It's not even a worthy. Like for me, in my process, it would set me back maybe a minute. You know what I mean? And I'm not even exaggerating. And they sell it like it's some your clients they're going to think it's unsecure, and it's like, okay, great. But then, all you need to do is just kind of go into the back end and you just add the S and, you run your SSL certificate, through your hosting. And
all right. So you're going to walk me through, Greg. I'm doing Greg, GREGG10K.com. So when I'm trying to point you to your stuff, instead of saying Greg's card, I can tell him it's Greg with 2G10K.com. And the reason for that, let's say I start promoting gregscard.com, then everyone else is going to start asking for theircard.com. And the likelihood of getting theircard.com is much lower than their name 10K.com. You're with me on that one?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm linking your card right now. I just linked greg10k.com. So when I went into the domain, let me go there so I can move step by step. So when I get into manage DNS, I go in.
Yeah, are you in GoDaddy?
In GoDaddy, yeah.
Okay.
So when I go to the domain forwarding, I click on the HTTP and I change it to HTTPS. Then I punch in the name that it needs to be forwarded to. What's the next step?
Well, is GoDaddy? This is just for the domain, but you would hook it into hosting, right?
Yeah. Let me see hosting. All I went to was the managing the DNS.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the back end because what you're saying right now. If you're saying you're attaching that to the existing 10K card?
That is correct.
And you want to make the 10K card secure?
10K card is already secured. But the domain that I just bought for you, when you're doing the forwarding from greg10k.com to your original name, The greg10k.com is unsecured.
The only question I have is why if it's like greg10k.com and it's unsecured, what difference would it make? Because it isn't the link that jumps.
It points to a secure link.
Right.
Right, but some people it shows up as being unsecured, but I want to knock it out. I want to knock out the ballpark completely. I don't have the unsecured train up.
Like it shows unsecured on their mobile browser.
On some browsers it shows as unsecured.
Oh, I see.
But there is a technical thing that we can do on the side. We can pay for a private server, which I have no problem with. It may cost me like maybe $100 a month, but it will facilitate all the names that we are forwarding to our already secured browser.
Yeah, I'd have to see how you're doing it, but that's one way that I would do it. Like if you had your own server that you're running it off, then you could just set in the settings that every account that I set up automatically defaults to it'll run the wild card and then it'll run the HTTPS.
Yes. Okay. What time tomorrow are you available to hop on a call? We can do a 3-way call with you and GoDaddy.
Yeah, or if you have what we should do is just do a screen share on Zoom. If you're logging into the back end, and just show me, and I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
And then you'll know how to physically do it.
Okay, we'll schedule that call, because once you show me how to do it once, that's a game over for me.
Yeah, and then I have clients recorded, so certain things, if we do a Zoom call, generally if I'm breaking down something and a client wants to record it, because that way you can just look at it if you forget.
Say less. No problem. We're on. We're definitely on. So tomorrow we're on. We're gonna hammer that out, and because I want to make sure. I don't like to have anything that we can capitalize on being left undone. So tomorrow we're gonna hop on that call. We're gonna knock it out.
Yeah, and GoDaddy at one point was really good, and I used it for a while. And I hate to knock it, because it makes me sound like a hater or whatever. But they really do take advantage of every single person that I get that they bought their domain off GoDaddy. I look at the receipt and it's like $90, $100 for a domain, because it just hits you with the upsell. It's initially 12, and then they start, but you need this and you need this, and danger, and it's keep privacy, and it's one big upsell.
That's one thing I don't touch. I do not touch that privacy, brother. The quickest way for me to shut them down is to tell them, no, why would you want to kill my clients? I want my clients to call me. I want them to get in touch with me. Shit.
Yeah, and they upsell, man. I rarely see people get out of there for just buying a domain for $12, because their funnel is on point. Like, my hat's off to them. Like, their funnel is definitely on point. But
that's right.
I just if I do catch clients ahead of time, like, where should I buy my domain? I'm always either pushing Google domains, because they give you a lot more bang for $12. Or Namecheap, people will go for, but depending on what I'm going to do with the domain in the future, I'll go Namecheap if I don't have any kind of plan with it. But if I do have a plan with it, I'll go Google domains, because you can't beat the amount of service they give with it at its base at $12.
That's right. Yeah, the only reason I just settle with GoDaddy, I like to keep shit simple and easy, and most importantly, it works for me. I put everything all in one place. It makes sense, and I can just keep shifting gears. Yeah.
I mean, I know they do a good job with client retention and stuff. They have a good infrastructure as far as someone picking up the phone, and like Bridget said, they fixed it on the back end and all that.
That's right. Yeah, man, you gotta find ways to work the system. And one of the reasons I don't bitch or complain, because the more time you spend bitching and complaining, is less time you spend solving problems. You know, so I like to keep my brain clean, nice and clean, so I can actually solve problems.
Do you know?
Show up, I'm ready for them.
Do you know on your site if they set up? Well, I think I already know the answer to this, but do you know if they set up Google Search Console, Google Analytics?
Oh, million percent, brother. Mm-hmm. I want to pull my guy into the room, Coach 10K. His stuff went up 6,900%, bro. I have to double check and hear exactly what went up by 6,900%. He says since he started using the 10K card, it should just blew up.
Yeah. I like how. So each card is off the same server.
Each card, yep.
Yeah, definitely. You might like having your own private server just for the convenience of it.
There you go. Yeah, but I just want a server to host all the forwarding. That's all. Because we have the other big servers holding down the other ones.
Yeah, I just had my site not go down, but it's repopulating because this, I don't know, midday today I had to take it down and reload it because I was trying to add some CMS, as they call it, on the frame. And even with all my experience, I still managed to mess it up. So I had to reset it, and then it takes a day to propagate back. So shit happens. As long as you know how to fix it, you're good
exactly. To go. There you go. Yep. Don't ask for it to be easier. Ask wish you were better. The words of Jim Rohn, great man.
I heard you mention Wozniak.
Right.
I love Wozniak.
No man, he's so goofy, bro. Such a geek.
Yeah, he's a jiu-jitsu practitioner too. One of the greats.
That's it. And yeah. Jobs was just a salesman. Jobs was a sales professional. You know, it's so funny. My leading engineer, so I've known him for like over 10 years now. So the guys, let's tell how our relationships are important. So approximately 10 years ago, I met my lead engineer, and I was managing a bunch of young people, teaching them how to sell in the shopping mall. And he only worked with me for a week, but he was overweight at the time. And I taught him how to overcome all that bullshit and tap into his confidence. And he only worked with me for a week, guys. And then after that week, he left and he went to study computer engineering. And I was the only person outside of his day job that he was actually doing business card for. Because I used to actually do printed business cards. And I would order like 50,000 business cards at one point. Because the way I used to train the sales task in the mall is when you see a client walking up, politely give them a business card. And then when you give them the business card, they say, oh, let me put my name on it. So while you're writing your name on the card, it gives you a chance to engage for like that 5 seconds with the client. And then in the 5 seconds, if the client picks up on your vibe or your energy, you tell them, no, before you leave, let me give you a quick sample. And then you give them a quick sample, and then before you know it, boom, you're into a whole different transaction. So I literally use the business card to change an industry because it's a Jewish-led industry, and this is really just so fucking annoying. When you're finished with them, you feel so sleazy when they sell you. And I just think the Americans deserve better. So we kind of introduced the client into a more harmonious engagement, and then the client walked away feeling well served and satisfied with their time spent at the location, whether they purchase the product or not. Because the way I used to present the product was, you start a client politely, obviously, and then he said, hey, before you go, let me show you something. Because in the mind of the client understands that you understand they need to go. But we hit them with the, before you go, let me just show you something. So in their brain, they kind of process that, like, okay, sure, no problem. So they would come over, we would give them the sample, they would use it. And I had a practice of showing them 3 different products. And then when I finished showing them the 3 different products, I asked them, okay, so which one do you like? which one do you like the best? Well, obviously they're going to choose one. And then after they give the answer, because someone will say, oh, I like all of them. And then my next answer was, okay, so which one do you want to start with today? So look, when I tell you I trained some young folks that was making, they were asking their parents for $20 to go to school. And I literally show some teenagers how to make up to $3,000 in commission every week. And that $3,000 commission every week, there was one young lady, her name was Ariana. She was a psycho. That was super competitive. But the average took home about $1,000 to $1,500 every week in commission, guys. You know, so that's why I hear people complaining and making money. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. So it started with a business card, and I literally changed an industry just by using the business card here, guys. And I guess that's where I saw the power in the business cards. And then I bought onebusinesscard.com, and everything happens perfectly for the right time, because that company will not be launched until the next 2 years. There's so many components that need to be added within that technology. It's going to be crazy. NFT, blockchain, everything is going to be all incorporated into one place. And it's going to be known as onebusinesscard.com. Owned by Mr. Sean Lashley. That's going to be the monster.
Nice. I like it. I like the name. I like the vision you get hearing it.
Yeah.
It works.
And it will come standard with a physical card, and that physical card will be superior to the Black American Express card. You know, we're buying the machines and everything to do the printing in-house. Because I don't need someone to tell me it's going to take this long to arrive and the weekend. I know your guys are going to work 24/7. Let's keep it simple.
You know, I've been building out my little funnel for the 10K card. But in my funnel, it has the sticker, so they can order a sticker.
Very good.
A matte sticker, 4x4, 3x3. And then regular business cards as well. So, you know, they would just check a box. If they want to add it on, then they would add it to the cart with the checkout. But, yeah, we'll see how it comes out. I do have to talk to you because there's a certain point where I'm hung up when it comes to your card, like how I would relay the info over in a sequence or a workflow. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. I probably just need to talk to the right person that does the technical work, and then let them know the data pack that's going to come over.
Yeah, it's the easiest thing ever, man. Did you get a chance to look at the dot form that we created for you?
I did. I got the job form. The only thing with job form is like I would need that job form has with that job form you have the version that you gave me, and then there's probably a version that I can embed on a website. I need the version I can embed on a website, and then that way I can make they come in business card, or they come in, they could fill that out, and they could get a regular business card, and they could do the sticker order. Okay. And I also found someone that does sandwich boards. So if they want to do like a sandwich board, like one of those boards that goes in front of a business.
Very good. Did you check for over all of that, I believe?
Yeah. I got a better deal on the stickers through Printify.
Okay, but, better than 4over?
Yeah, because it led 4overs, their quantity, like the little testing that I was able to do, nobody wanted that many stickers. But with Printify, at least I can, do it like in bulk of 10 and still give it a fair price.
Nice. I'm excited, man. You're going to have a lot of fucking work to do, bro.
Yeah, it's been, I've been working on that funnel and the Fiverr funnel, but the other one, I'm probably gonna just run a Facebook ad. For the regular 10K.
The most important thing I need to do, I need to start making fucking money now, because at the end of the money keeps it always motivated. It keeps the conversation flowing. And my thing is, how do we make money today while focused on launching bigger and better shit tomorrow? I like that simultaneous flow. Because at no point in the game I ever want anyone to ask any question, and then the team members kind of feel as though they were defeated with a question.
Well, I still have my day job. I make money at, or like what I do for a living. But
that's right.
And like this, I try to add it on. Lately I've been working like this. This is the only time I've not been in front of my desk, but pretty much all day.
Nice. There we go.
But yeah,
no, I'm excited, man. I know excited shit is coming.
Yeah, it's definitely coming.
That 5 card is gonna be a good problem to have.
Yeah, I spoke to about 20 guys today from Fiverr. So I think I told you my plan, but I'm just gonna tell the guys that are similar to my space that I'm in, and just tell them, give them the landing page, and have them push it off the landing page. Give them their own.
That's right.
Give them their own, but I do that now. Like I have a couple of affiliates that I use.
That's right.
I have a little group that I'll do stuff with that they can't necessarily do stuff because they're in India, and it's just there's different rules and payment.
That's right.
Not everyone can affiliate out in India, so
man, that sucks.
Yeah, I'll push it. I'll let them push my page, and then I'll just give them a portion of it.
Well done.
Yeah.
And then what you want to do as well, I want to find a nice, easy fucking affiliate system to work with the stuff that we're building. I want something super simple. In fact, the client don't even have to do anything to get their affiliate code.
Yeah, I have one that I use now called System.io.
Okay.
And that one's like I'm very familiar with that one. I haven't been using it long, but so far it's really impressed me, and then I can keep all my affiliate agreements in there.
Nice.
And even if I had to parse it out, it would be easy to track, easy to group. So if I had like the Fiverr group of 20, I could group them in there. Oh, and that was the thing. Oh. Yeah, well, I'll talk to you tomorrow about it, but I had something. I'm like, shit, I need to talk to Sean about it. But
tell me, so go for it, man. We on the board, man.
All right. So if on an affiliate, like let's say an affiliate makes a sale, okay. If they make a sale, I would set up a trigger or something in the workflow that it would just auto text and email, and it would say like, "Cha-ching, you have a sale."
I love that shit. We already have the email. So, I like the cha-ching. I like the sound of the cha-ching.
Yeah. So then it would just be like a text message. Because everybody reads their text. Like the emails sometimes go like a day or every day. And give them that real time
update
stimuli. You know what I mean?
And you already have the system to facilitate that, yeah?
Yeah, I would just put them in. I already have a system that does it. I would just need to set up the workflow.
Okay.
So when it does happen, like let's say someone triggers it, they would get like a little cha-ching and a text, and you have a sale just so they can see it on their end.
That's right.
It's more of like a visceral thing that they can experience.
I love it. Yeah, no, that rush that you get from it, it's freaking crazy, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, whenever my payment options goes off, like Spotify, Venmo, they all make these nice songs that I love to hear all day. So whenever you hear that, it just drives you energy up again.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Just keep the momentum, and sometimes you need to get those little W's,
right?
And those keep your momentum. Like I get it all the time. Like if I get a sale, I'll get a trigger from my software. I use Wave, but I'll get a trigger, and I'm like, oh shit, all right, cool. And then the same thing, Fiverr does the same thing. They give you a little trigger, like you have an order.
Nice.
And
when can you have something for me to look at? Can you have something for me to look at by tomorrow?
No, I'm probably not going to have it till Friday at the rate it's going, because I have to build.
Okay.
Through from 7 to 4 or whatever, I'm working on clients, and then I do my projects like that from you know, like at this time, or from 4 on.
It's good. It's good that you have that discipline, though. Very good.
Oh, dude, if you don't, it gets out of control. And I always I was a person that always bought like the newest tech, like apps and all that shit. And I got rid of all of those task reminders, and I just have, honestly, a folder, not a folder, but a spiral notebook I bought at 99-cent store, and I handwrite in there, everything, and then I just cross it out as I go. And for me, I know some people can do an app and they're rock stars with it, but I learned the hard way that I have to have that experience of writing it and crossing it to know that I have a win. And some people's brain works that way, some doesn't. But I've had to learn the hard way. The mind works that way.
Can I ask a quick question on the email notifications? What is the email address that the notifications come from? I get so many emails and they get lost in there.
So you can select which email you want it sent to, but we would have used the one that's on your card.
Right, but what is the email what is the email address it comes from?
It will come from Jot Form. Yeah, you'll see it from Jot Form, or you'll see it from let me see. Let me take a look at one of them right now. Let me see something.
And quick question: is there any way to ever log in and, let's say, I lost my emails or whatever, but to be able to log into the information that was emailed to me so that I can see it at a later date?
So because we use our mainframe, we can log into the mainframe and we can send you a copy of all the submissions. Okay, that's one thing we can do. Another thing that we can do, we can have it CC to one of our emails as well. But that's a request that we normally leave up to the client. Because when we do a form like that for the client, we send all the information up to the client. But since it sits on our account, we can always tap into the account and forward the submissions back to you.
Can they ever be put in a CRV form or something? Like a downloadable form or anything?
I'm going to work with Greg and them because he's into the tech and all those stuff. What we do, we just work with Jot Form. We buy a few plans from them with a maximum feature, and that's the platform that we work off of. But what we're going to do depends on how much the request comes in. We'll probably custom build something for us as well. Because ultimately, we're going to create an entire ecosystem where we have everything running on our servers and our everything. So any company decides to go to war, we're ready for them.
Gotcha. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I like that. The ecosystem would be the way to go. That way they can tap in and look at, making off a membership site. So when they go in, they can see their sales,
Yep. Oh man, with technology, guys, it's so
all I know. All it takes is time.
Yeah.
Time and patience.
So much fun, bro. Oh man.
I know, Bridget.
Tell me.
I'm gonna send you a link. Not a link. I'm gonna send you a email too, because I want to schedule time. I looked at your website. I got your message in the back channel.
Yeah.
So go over that. Break it down. Give you the ins and outs.
What you said? Her website look horrible? It's okay, Greg. It's family.
I know it does. I know. It has a long way to go from where I envision it to be, and from where it is right now. So I threw that up there. I mean, and I've been working on it slowly because I am building it into a membership site.
Nice.
And eventually I plan on uploading, my material. I'm going to have a section for free material and then a login section for those that choose to be members and things. So yeah, and then they'll have access to different portions, whether it's the business consulting, real estate investing, or mindset coaching. So there'll be the 3 different types.
Love it.
Yeah, and the thing too is, just I'm not sure. I read a lot of articles. So an article came out. I think it was from Similar Web, but they did a study. Bullet points are the way to go, because just the attention span. Even if your site is like very cerebral, like it's something that you want like the thinkers. It still has to be bullet pointed out, because everyone's used to reading the easy flow system. Like at this point, that's how everyone reads stuff. So like if you have a paragraph, you would break it, in 3 parts and bullet point it out. Put some bold characters in there to punch up whatever the main idea is on that sentence. Just because paragraphs right now are tough. Like they're doing studies on it. I know a lot of website designers are going to that, that real easy follow system. You've probably been on blogs recently, and they all changed the easy follow system, where it's like bullet point, picture, small paragraph, bullet point, bold, change of subject or redirection, bullet point. It's like this real easy follow system. But as the attention span, the attention span is already at 1.7 seconds. So shit, I don't even know how much lower it can go, but the easy follow system is making a comeback, or not making a comeback, but it's coming in strong.
I hear you what you're saying too. Like even with some of my blogs and information, it's there. Originally when I did it, it was more paragraph, where it's more of a story format, and I could see how positioned into, like you said, the bullet points or the sectional paragraphs separated out, and I could definitely see how that would be beneficial to some areas on my website.
Yeah, that study was pretty good. I gotta find it. I get so much stuff, I read it and then just kind of delete it off my email, so I don't get an inbox of 50,000 messages.
Man, look, I got so many damn emails, guys. You have no idea. The amount of money I know for a fact that I'm leaving on the table. Oof. When people said, "Oh, Sean, we want to schedule a meeting. We want to schedule," I'm like, "Look, just call me, please. Call me or text me." I'm not the guy to do the meetings. I don't keep a schedule. I don't do it by design, because I can get one phone call, guys, that can just change. Oof, it can just change everything. But that's been my secret. Always made myself available. That's why when I speak with a client, if they don't close now, there's no promise you're going to get me back into the conversation. It's a yes decision, or here's the link. Buy when you're ready. Next.
Yeah, especially with the stuff coming from the freelancer channels. I basically give them. I say, this is how to reach me, and some of them will say, "Well, I just want to text you through Fiverr or Upwork or whatever," and I'm like, "Then forget it," because it's like, first of all, that system's clunky. I may not get your message, and I'm giving you, like, I've already looked at what you need. Reach out to me, and then we can hammer it out in the phone call instead of, going back and forth. Because the texting it takes too long. The messaging, emailing takes too long, especially if it's something that needs to close now.
Right.
Or, if I need to convert that sale, like right now. Someone calls in and they're like, "I have this." I can say, "Okay, this is what you need." Like, how does that sound? Sounds great. Okay, here's the link to, forward. I'll talk to you in 40 hours.
That's right. One of the things I'm a man that discovered this guy his life is to make my fucking life difficult. Whenever I would tell him I want to get something done, he would try to tell me the way he liked to get shit done. Or I want you to send me an email. I want you to use this app. I'm like, okay, you can keep doing your thing. And I'll find the person who'll just accept a fucking text message or a phone call, get the stuff done, and I'm good. That's what I do. Oh,
yeah, and I get that everyone uses like a different modality of communication, and I try to be respectful of different ones because I know you text, and sometimes I'll call if I just need to know like something quick. But it's yeah, it's true. Like or like I've noticed some people. Okay, for instance, I have a website that like I get leads, right? And I sell these leads to other companies, and then I get paid.
Right.
Or high ticket leads for mortgages. So clients, they'll get $500,000 mortgage because these are all California based, and they never want a live human. I'm like, holy shit! And then there's some people that they want to, and there's some people that just email, and then there's some people that just text. People that just do Instagram, yeah.
That's right.
So, but as you do repetitions, or as you deal with certain clients, you figure it out, like how to deal on each platform. Like, okay, I got to get used to doing DM, or I got to set up auto triggers that, hit, that look for keywords and reply back certain things. But it's all doable. It's just you have to put your little engineer hat on and just fix it. I heard this one thing on a podcast where they said never do the same thing twice. Like, so if you did an order and you're like, oh, I had some choke points like here, and here, fix them. Don't do it again. Fix them so that way you don't have that choke point on the second run. And then as you go, it just tightens up to be a little cleaner, a little faster. But that's it makes your head hurt.
Tell me about it, man. And the sad part is, if you're not using that mindset, man, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I guess some people are just so okay at making excuses, though. It kind of makes my fucking head hurt. How can you say no to extraordinary? Come on, man.
Yeah.
What's today's date? Is today the 24th or the 25th?
24.
And this is after midnight, right?
I'm at 9:45.
It is the 25th now.
Oh, the 25th. Oh, okay. There we go.
I'm 9:45 or 9:43.
All right. So it's 24 there. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Just send my guys some money there. I saw the receipt for the 24th. I'm like, wait, are we not on the 25th already? I had to send some money over Monday. I did not realize today was Wednesday, guys. Well, today's Tuesday. Well, technically it's Tuesday. Yeah. I'm like, did I? Oh, yeah. Oh, so what are we going to do? We're going to call it early night this evening, guys. And this was a kind of cool hangout.
Yeah.
We should have titled the room the 10K hangout.
Yeah, 10K after hours.
Exactly. That's it. Sure.
It's not a safe space.
Yeah, you know what? That's the next title. That's a good,
anything
that's
goes.
Title.
Vaccine talk.
Exactly.
Business
you don't need
talk.
a vaccine to come in here. Get in.
You need a crazy, crazy guest appearances by people shit talking.
That's it.
And getting booted to the gulag.
There you go.
Crazy.
But one of the things I want us to see us get to Bridget and Kenyatta is where you actually start hosting rooms during the course of the day. And in the room title, you have Bridget10k.com, Kenyatta 10K.com. So while you're hosting the room, just by the look of the room, people know exactly how to find them.
I like that.
Yeah.
What do you mean that they should do?
Like
yeah,
how
in the room, you see like how I have 10KCARDS at the top. I should put 10KCARDS.com. 10KCARDS.com. You don't need the vaccine to enter. So even in the title, exactly.
I'm sorry, I got whisked away, guys.
That's it. It happens. It's those goddamn love train that got you going.
I hate that thing. I'm like, well, I'm over here. I was talking, and then I tapped my phone, and I got whisked.
Yep, it happens. It happens. Yeah. So what was mentioned is I want to see each team member start hosting their own rooms, and then in the title, you just make sure you mention the Bridget 10K.com. Like what would be your usual title? What would be the title you would want to host, Bridget? And then I'll go to Kenyatta.
I would want to do a room that would obviously be utilized to promote my book coming up. So
okay, what's the name of the book?
Crown Yourself.
Crown Yourself. So the next room. The next room is Crown Yourself. Pre-order available at Bridget10K.com. That's it. Crown Yourself. Let's talk about it.
Wait, hold up, wait.
That's your room.
Are we talking about my book, or are we talking about the room?
The room. He's saying your room title.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. I love it. Love it.
Yeah. So you set up a room and you're just talking about the book, having people share their experience, and then you just make a few drops now and again.
Okay. Would I do it on? Okay, so I am new to this Clubhouse platform. Are you telling me to do it under 10KCARDS or do it under my own thing? Because I was
you're going to do it under your own thing and start building equity, Queen. Or if you want to tap into our forums, you can do it under our stuff. But I would say start building your own equity. But you're more than welcome to do it under our room.
I was actually thinking about doing a room soon. Again, like I said, I was trying to get all my ducks in a row before, and also build out some funnels and some systems. I felt that I needed to get my face right, if you know what I mean, Greg and Sean, as far as putting things together so that when people, like you said, they look at your bio, they look at your website, and if I wanted to direct them a particular way, I wanted to be able to receive them and actually service them properly. Like you said, 10K, I have thousands of emails, and unfortunately, some people get lost in my emails, and I'm leaving money on the table. So I need to put a system together so that I'm not doing that, so that I can handle any type of leads or that come in through that funnel, and like I said, really service them properly. So that's my goal.
Do you have a CRM?
I do. I have. I use Active Campaign, and I also for my real estate clients, I use KV Core, and I'm actually thinking about using KV Core because in KV Core I have some automations that are built out there. Although they're built out for real estate drip, I can switch it over. I'm thinking for personal development, but I still have to get in there and fumble with it. Yeah.
Is your office giving you KV Core, or did you get that separately?
My office gives me KV Core. And that was why I was nervous, or not necessarily nervous, because I have stock in the company. So, I mean, I'll probably stay with them for a while. I don't see us
me going anywhere. But at the same time, it's a possibility that we may move away from KV Core because of it's not the easiest thing to use.
If you have active campaign, then KV that blows KV Core out of the water. But there's a good CR. Do you know what AppSumo is? AppSumo?
No. And I also just purchased Keep as a trial. I was gonna look at that. It looked like it was easier to use than Active Campaign. When I looked at getting Active Campaign looks like it has everything in it that I need, whether it's doing landing pages and putting in automation and everything. It's just actually learning that system. And of course, I just haven't sat down to teach myself the system.
I'm going to back channel you one that it's for real estate agents and it has a lifetime deal. It's so much, I think it's like $69 or something like that.
Can you send it to me too, Greg?
Yeah. I vetted it out. Like my one of my business partners is an agent here in California, and he's the same. Like he's a busy dude. He's always talking. He's like Sean. But I plugged him into this, and it's basically like warehousing all his contacts, and you'll get to it eventually, but you just want to have it warehoused and you want to own it. Like I hate the monthly thing. The monthly thing, just you look at it after 4 months and your eye twitches and you're like, all right, I'm done with you.
So is that a yearly 69 or
lifetime?
69?
Lifetime.
Lifetime 69? Oh wow, that's amazing. Kenyatta, what are you using?
Right now, I do my own thing with Google Sheet.
At that, yeah, you use Google Pages.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, so
that's actually my go-to. Like I'm a big data collector, so I use Google Forms. I think I told you this already. And then I just have like name, address, phone number, what they're looking for. Condo, single family residence, whatever, and then it's a drop down. And so each call I take, or each call he takes, sometimes if we split it up, I'll fill out the form, and then on the back end, I look at it as in the analytics, and I could say, okay, out of 100 calls, 50 of them were for a condo. So then I know that for my business partner, I'll do condo ads. Like I'll be showing a condo in the picture, and it's a good way to kind of direct where you want to, or not. It's a good way to direct what your audience is looking for, because if they made it into your funnel and all of them are asking for a single family residence, then that you would post single family residence because that's what resonates.
So it's your target marketing.
Yeah, but I use the analytics from the intake form.
Yeah.
In Google Forms, G Suite, which it encompasses Google Forms, Google Sheets, and you can also look at through Google Forms, you can look at the graphs and all that. So it's real, like cut and dry, like because I'm a big numbers guy, so I can just at a glance look and say, you could see at a glance who your audience is.
And it's free. Well, not free, but free.
It's pretty damn cheap. Yeah, $6.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So that's what I use. That's what I like.
I really like the automation. Like I said, because I like to kind of like put my client, my leads or prospects in a funnel and let it sort out what basket they need to fall in. So I usually start out with the text, and even the text is automated. So the only thing I manually do, and sometimes I don't even manually do that. If I have my list, I can actually upload it directly
the spreadsheet. I can upload it into my CRM, and then immediately, depending on where it's coming from, they're tagged with a particular hashtag, and then based upon that hashtag, they're dropped into a campaign that starts to run. So if they came in from my rent to own advertisements, then immediately I start to text them.
They go in a sequence.
Yeah. Exactly.
I like that. I
think I have a 690-day sequence set up. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's good stuff. That's really good stuff. And then with my business partner, I set him up with something called eProperty Watch, and it is $29.95 a month, and it goes up to 2,500 contacts. But every month, it sends them a property report, real estate news every month, whatever day you choose, without fail. And it's real time, and it's called eProperty Watch. It's pretty slick. I set him up with it because he's not one that keeps up with emailing people, but he's already gotten a couple calls from it because it keeps you top of mind, right? And you're giving him something of value because it has a little bit of news about the property, just sold around the property, what the property value is. It's just a real small, tasteful snapshot, that's branded by you. So
I just had this conversation with a beautiful young woman today about market updates and stuff like that, and that would be swell. eProperty Watch. Did you hear that, Marsha? So, okay. Wait a second. Okay. eProperty. Say that again. What did you say? eProperty Watch.
Yes, Kenyatta, I did hear that. I mean, perfect timing. Thank you for sharing that information, Greg. We were just having that conversation earlier today. So your timing is perfect. Thank you.
So Sean asked a question about hosting rooms. So first, let me thank you for allowing me to be able to use your platform by being able to open up a room called Kenyatta10K.com. What I like about it is I don't leave any room for error. They know how to follow me, how to get in contact with me. That's right off the bat. And if I was to do a room, I guess it would be for people to be able to vent and kind of have an accountability partner in one another as far as the journey to success, whatever that looks like. So if it's a meal, if it's, and what I mean by meal, $1 million, if it's a certain amount of properties, if whatever it is, real estate wise, we actually, hatch out a plan, kind of like what we do here with 10K cards, but it'll be real estate related. It won't be like you have to go it alone. You will have people that you can actually talk to see how we can strategize a plan to move you forward.
My phone died. Dang it.
I like that.
Clubhouse Live.
All right, so yeah, eProperty Watch, and it's actually a 60-day trial. But try it out. I think you guys are gonna like it. You'll like it.
I'm sure I will. It looks good.
There we go.
Do you like the idea for the room?
I love the idea, and always remember, hard work is the only thing that brings results. Okay, make no mistake about it. I'm gonna teach you guys how to close the deal on the spot with the client. And I'm going to create a direct portal with the team to start building cards for you. So I'm going to role play with you tomorrow, and then the moment you're ready to start it, boom, pull the trigger. And if you need me to make an appearance for like 5-10 minutes, I can pop in the room 5-10 minutes and hang out and help you to boost the energy in the room.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but once you can commit to doing at least an hour a day, I can promise you can start creating some magic. Because you saw what we did the other day in the room. And if you have a room dedicated just for doing that, man, game over.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
I mean, the card will be all throughout the room that I would do, because it's like it goes hand in hand. Like when I was at Home Depot yesterday, that's exactly what happened. Like all the contractors got it. You know what I mean?
There we go.
And it's just a part of it now. And so we will be bringing that up. And so I can see how all of them collide.
There we go. My boy Daryl is in the building. Daryl, what up, fam? Daryl, 10k.com. What's up, family? How are you? Daryl, don't be shy. You can say something. All right. Daryl is probably like Sean. How about both phones on the damn platform? All right. So, Marsha, how are you?
I'm good. Can't complain. I had a great day today, so I'm happy. I won't complain.
I normally recommend don't complain. No one listens.
True.
whenever you're complaining, they're just like, oh shit, this again.
Exactly.
You know? And they're just waiting for the time to expire and be like, oh, I think she's finished.
Right.
Oh yeah. So question, Marsha, did you get your quarters yet?
Yes, I did.
You did. There you go. And how are you using? How are you enjoying the use of it?
Well, I'm learning. Well, I did. I had a great conversation with Kenyatta today. As I told you earlier, we kind of exchange ideas and as real estate professionals, and how we could make things work for us, or
Very good.
So yeah, I have no complaints at all. At all. Very pleased.
Always remember, if you're ever gonna complain, just remember they're waiting for you to done. And then the moment you leave the room, they're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, did you hear that shit?"
Right.
Marsha, can you share with Sean what you told me about your younger business? I guess she would be your coworker or either your team leader. Can you tell him what you said when you show her your card?
Yeah, the first thing she asked was like, "Where did you get this?" Like,
nice.
She was just looking at it, like as soon as she was looking at me kind of funny. I was like, "Okay, here you go, take a picture," and then she's like, "Oh, okay, what is this?" And then once she realized what it was, she was like, "Oh, where did you get this?" It was like a surprise. So It was a surprise. So the reaction was really it was well received.
I like that. And
yes.
Which one of the versions you have, Queen? The promo, the regular, or the premium?
Premium is the one at 300, right? Correct?
That is correct. Yep.
The premium.
Oh shit! You're not playing. You don't have a green beam. What the hell is wrong with you? Shit. Text me your card right now. Let me see what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the money makers normally carry the green beam on the damn stage. What are you talking about? Gotta be my boy Daryl. Shit.
Give me 2 seconds to send it to you.
I'm one of those people that I'm not there to hide behind the curtain about anything. Nope. Money matters. Period. God damn it. She in the audience all the time, just hanging out and chilling. Not knowing she had front row tickets. Oh yeah.
Daryl, are you there?
Daryl is driving. Daryl, you in the building there, fam?
John, are you there?
You know what's so funny? I went to the when you go to get a. Oh come on, Sean! Seriously, why the fuck am I acting like I don't know who Marsha is? Marsha, you were on the damn phone today. No, Marsha, that's what I did.
Yeah. That's why I was, I was a little confused, but okay.
I put on a couple of extra features for you. I put on a couple extra. Yeah, my bad. No, I didn't look at the. I don't know why you was thrown off by your clubhouse profile. Yeah, your clubhouse pictures hiding you.
Right.
That's it.
Yes.
And then your number was not in the your Instagram is not in your bio.
I'm working on that. I'm updating that Instagram so it could be better.
I got you. Let me text you this. Let me text this in the back channel next time so I don't act like a damn rookie. I feel like I don't know you. Shit. God damn it. But you saw the extra blue diamonds that was put on your card today, right?
Yes, I did. They look good. I like diamonds. They look good.
That's it. Let me send them over to Kenyatta and get myself in some trouble now. Come on, Kenyatta. Oh, I want this too. I want that too. I'm like, oh shit, what have I done? So what I did there, Kenyatta, we created a few blue diamonds for her. And the one that says let's stay in touch. So you can touch on that button and you can just send that link to someone if you want to grab their name, number, and email before they get your card.
This is nice.
Yep. That's how you leverage.
I like this a lot, Marsha. This is beautiful. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Let me send it over right now.
Yes, sure. It is. It's awesome. Yeah, we had a nice conversation. I had a nice conversation a couple of hours after we spoke, Kenyatta.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's so funny? What's so funny, Kenyatta? I give her $100 value, and then I got her to buy a product for $100. And then after she buy the product for $100, I still went back and give her another $200 in value. Here's what it is with me, Marsha. I like people who see the value in fucking spending on themselves and investing on themselves. The moment someone try to act all fucking cheap and creepy, I'm just like, it's a turn off.
Well, listen, who better to invest in than yourself? You know,
exactly. That's
so, hey, it's a no-brainer.
The moment I find I'm speaking to a client and trying to get them to invest something on themselves and they start acting all cheap, I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. That's like a total fucking turn off. But the moment I say, yeah, I'll do it, I'm like, oh shit, I just get involved with the energy. I'm like, yeah. God damn. But that's the attitude. I know it's gonna serve you very well, Queen.
Indeed. I'm excited. I really am. Very excited to start putting it into use. So I have like a couple of little tweaks to make. So we're good. Like even what you gave me today was just huge. I'm grateful. Thank you.
You're welcome, Queen. You're welcome. We gotta keep holding the queens up, man. You know, I hear people complaining about white privilege and white privilege. I never saw a white girl somewhere with a fat ass after a certain age. That's a black girl's privilege right there. So every time you hear people bitching and complaining about white privilege, just remember we black people have privilege too. Shit. God damn.
Oh my gosh.
No, you know, you have 24 hours in a day, guys. And if you ask yourself stupid questions, you're going to get stupid answers. So, you know, why not surround yourself with the right questions, the questions that make sense?
Okay, I have a question.
Go for it.
How do you start a room? Because when I tried to start one willy-nilly when I was on my high from leaving Clubhouse 2.0, I ran into some snafus. I couldn't get past the 25 character thing. And so do you know what the issue was?
You were probably going to type too much. You have to make sure it's less than 25 characters.
But I kept minimizing it and it would never go through, even like when it was just 2 words.
All right, so tomorrow I'm going to call you and then you're going to open up the room for 10K tomorrow. I got you. How many phones you got? 1 phone or 2 phones?
2.
Oh, perfect. So I'll call you on 1 and then you'll open up on 1. Let me make sure you're admin. On this one. 1 second.
So the 312 that's on my card, that's the phone that
young lady, you think I'm going to retain any information this evening? You'll bring me up to speed tomorrow. You funny.
Okay.
You got jokes. You got jokes.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, no, I just so cute.
You're so funny.
Cute. God damn. All right, so I made you an admin. I made you an admin on 10K cards. That's easy. Let me make sure I put Bridget up there. Let me see. I gotta put Bridget and Marsha now. Shit, I put my whole foot in my mouth. Not recognizing Marsha. God damn. Let me see. Okay, go ahead.
Sean, what time is that? Are you sending out that link for the 4 o'clock meeting?
I'm just gonna publish it. My Zoom link is on a card. If you go to sean10k.com, you'll see my Zoom link. Once you touch on that button, it'll take you straight into my Zoom room.
All right.
How cool is that shit?
Right. And if I remember correctly, you had also asked us to be ready to share how we're using payment. Is that correct?
That's right. Yep. It's so funny. I'm talking shit to Marsha's already an admin on 10K cards. I didn't even recognize the young lady.
Wow.
That's why I back channel her cards. When I see someone, I always go to the back channel and see what kind of history I have with them first. Oh yeah. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. All right, guys, it's 1 o'clock. Tell me, you first.
Before you go, what was okay? I told you crown yourself, and you had given me a suggestion for a room title. What was that again?
Oh, so it wasn't enviable. Crown yourself.
It was it's crown yourself, pillars of living a better life.
Okay, that's the title. Crown yourself, pillars of living a better life. Bridget10k.com.
Okay.
That's it. That's the whole title right there. Let them come into the room and you have a conversation about it.
Okay.
Okay, how cool was that?
That's cool. That's easy.
Yeah, that makes it complicated. You don't have to make it complicated. All right, so I'm going to be the mute, guys. You guys want to run the room, go for it. And as soon as you're ready, you can just close the room. You can end the room.
Kenyatta, it's going to be on you because I have to take my mom in the morning. So I got to go. Okay. Daryl, John, are you there?
Damn, Dad probably fell asleep too.
Yeah, so
listening to with you guys. And
John is in the building. What up, fam?
Yeah, doing great here. Thank you.
You're the MVP. You're the MVP, brother. MVP. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna exit. Let me go see my wife is still up. Let me go bother her.
Tell Melissa I said I miss her already.
I sure will, Queen. I sure will. And remember, we meet up in New York for sure, okay?
Okay.
Yep.
So, Marsha.
I wasn't even sure if I was going to New York, all them sponsoring, but I'm going to go.
Good. We can attack the room together.
Right, so I guess, Sean, I'll get to meet you. Kenyatta obviously met you before, so I'll get to meet you as well.
You got it, Queen.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, looking forward to seeing you guys there, guys.
All right.
So tomorrow morning, boom, 10 o'clock, we'll be back here again. Okay?
Okay.
All right, guys. Cheers. Love, light, and energy.
All right. Same. Okay, good night.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.